Here it is, August 5th. We are headed to Cottonmouth. A lot of people don't know this at this point, especially you viewers and our fans and friends and fellow hunters, but we're headed to Cottonmouth to start moving all our stands to our new lease, Kudzu Bluff. We will no longer be hunting at Cottonmouth. It's kind of a sad day. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like when your kids leave for college. You're moving out to a new destination. Snake boots are a must at Cottonmouth, hence the name Cottonmouth. Well, buddy, this might be one of the last times we see that sign in that skinning shed.
It's kind of weird to think about.
Because you start thinking about all the times and you realize, gosh, it's been almost 6 years that we've been here at Cottonmouth, and you know, the world's apt to change, and we all agree that dealing with the river like we have in the last 3 years straight, that it's been a huge factor on what we do, not to mention the deer themselves. So I'm up for a new venture. I was telling Slade on the way here, I said the funny thing is I believe I'm gonna be able to trade in all my rubber boots for some normal boots.
Yeah.
I say we start pulling stands, get as many as we can today, and work our way through it. Just take our time. And the cool thing is going to be driving through those woods. Every time you drive by a stand or a tree or a spot, you think, man, I remember seeing this buck here. I remember this happened here. And that's what hunting's about, memories, right?
A pile of memories in those woods.
That's what makes it more.
Yeah.
This is Chances. We call it the Chances food plot. Over the years, gosh, you've seen us hunt this spot, especially during bow season with the persimmons on both sides of the plot. Man, I remember my first time pulling a stand.
Me too. I accidentally dropped it on somebody's head.
We're headed to a new place. We have a new place. We've mentioned it before. It's called Kudzu Bluff. It's over in the hills, but today we're going to spend the day and probably most of tomorrow picking up stands, moving stands, and reliving Cottonmouth. It's going to hurt my heart to go and pull down bow dock.
So, talking about spots that got some history, Brad and Troy found it one morning scouting, probably 3 seasons ago. And then that was one of the coolest calling hunts, Troy, with Brad.
I lost him. Oh, there he is. He's coming, Troy. He's coming right now, straight there. Man, what a nice deer. You know, what you want to recreate, we've talked about it. There's really no wrong way to do it. Just, I don't like to overdo it too much. Once I get their attention, I'll stop because I want them to look for me then, but just a lot of times they'll look, and that's when you get the old magic can out. And then for 20 years, we have been calling up whitetails with this right here.
This has been a productive spot for sure.
It's kind of ironic that we're pulling this stand right now because the biggest whitetail I've ever killed with a bow in my life. This is where I killed Mufasa. This is buckshot ladder 3. Has nothing to do with killing them with buckshot, it just has to do with the road is named Buckshot, and it's the ladder number 3. And Mufasa walked out of that thicket right there. I was sitting in that stand, Lake was with me, and we were doing a closing. Lake said, well, let's go ahead and close out because we're about out of light. And Lake goes, Troy. And I looked down and he was standing right there. And I smooth shot clean over his back on the first shot. And I didn't even look. I grabbed the arrow watching him and he stopped. And I put the arrow in my bow and he stopped out there and he turned broadside. And the only reason he stopped is there was a big 9-point that was with him. We never saw him again. He was right over here making a script and Mufasa turned around to look at him and I shot him. So this stand, and probably for me, and I don't want to say one of the most memorable, but it is one of the most memorable deer I've ever killed out here.
Wilbur killed one right there too, right about where Slade's standing. Right about where you standing is where he shot him at.
that may be one of the best, fastest, quickest, most fun hunts. Allowing a minute to pray and thank God for just the health and family and beautiful PY buck.
This is it. Stands, buggies. We came back and got the last load. We made a load back in the 1st of May with all of our stuff from the houses, but then we had to come in the woods, wait for the water to go down and get stands and all that stuff. So we're saying goodbye to Cottonmouth and hello to Kudzu Bluff. Hour and 50-minute drive across the river from Cottonmouth here to the Kudzu Bluff. You can't see it, but the bluff is actually right here. I mean, we are literally on the bluffs of the Delta. Going to unload all these stands, put them right here, and next week we'll start the whole process of everybody getting together and figuring out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, and who's going to do it. And we got a bunch of who's around here, so we're going to get together and make this thing happen. This is going to be our spot right here. We're working on that, of where we're going to park everything. Got the tractor, the bush hog there. We're going to cover that. We'll be able to pull buggies up under here when it's raining and nasty. Maybe build a little skinning shed. I don't know. We might even just hang up a block and tackle in a tree and skin our deer with headlights on at night. Who knows? All I know is we're going to be hunting. Kudzu Bluffs.